Hello my Wolfpack puppies. Today in this video we will be talking about Cassandra. Episodes 2 to 9. Episode 2. Return of the King. It may have all started with the first episode, but we learn a little more with each episode that continues. At the end of the episode, we see Cassandra trying to wield the magic of the Moonstone. And then she hears a voice. Someone saying that she's doing it wrong. And basically that's where the first little snippet or clip ends. Episode 3. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? So in this one we see the Enchanted Girl again. And she teaches her how to use the Moonstone. And I do not like this. She sounds like she's trying to help Cassandra, but she's really not. She's saying, you must destroy Cassandra. You must dig deep into your anger. You are connected to the rocks, and the rocks will feel your anger and do whatever you say if you feel that anger inside. Episode 4 and Episode 5. Episode 4, The Lost Treasure of Air de Sans, did not have Cassandra in it. Episode 5, No Time Like the Past, also didn't have any signs of Cassandra in it. Now, because of that, we learn a lot about Cassandra and Rapunzel's relationship in episode 6. So it starts off with Rapunzel trying to replace Cassandra. And Eugene basically talks to her about how none of the other ladies in waiting are working because, well, Rapunzel's basically not over Cassandra, and Rapunzel does not want to admit that. So we go back in time to see how they first became friends. Cassandra hates being Rapunzel's lady-in-waiting, and she is not afraid to announce that or say that vocally. And we get to learn a little bit about her because when a rat appears in the castle, every other maid or assistant runs off, scared. Well, as Cassandra's like, it's just a rat, and she actually helps the rat get back outside. Rapunzel is watching this, and she believes that Cassandra is nice. After that, she wants to become friends with her, so she tries to do all of these nice things like make friendship bracelets and does all of these nice crafts of them together. The contest of the crowns is where different queens and princesses come from different kingdoms, and they basically battle to see who the best is. So since it's in team battles, you can have a partner. So Rapunzel, of course, chooses Cassandra. All this time during the competition, Rapunzel is always doing positive things to liven up stuff, and Cassandra is not having that. During one of the competitions where you're supposed to do a famous dance, Rapunzel tries to liven it up because it's a pretty stuffy dance. Cassandra's not having that when Rapunzel plays with a flute to liven up the music a bit, and she does a flip to get it back, and everyone sees, especially an important woman. Later on in the episode, the special woman who noticed Cassandra flip was the Queen of Ingvar. So she offers Cassandra at being in her battalion if she can win in this competition in the last stage. Cassandra, after hearing that, because she would absolutely love to be fighting instead of helping the princess in more civilized manners and stuff and being lady-in-waiting. So she fakes having fun, she fakes being excited to win with Rapunzel, and as some stories go, they keep losing because Rapunzel is so happy and excited to work with Cassandra, but in each stage, they keep going down a level in their rankings, and Cassandra is not happy with this, and she's embarrassed, and that ends up into a big fight about how Rapunzel's like, this is so much fun, I love being friends with you, and Cassandra just bursts. She says she does not want to be friends with her. She hates being lady in waiting, and that basically they're not even friends. Rapunzel talks a bit about her past. So this is in the past, but she talks about her past, about how she was stuck in a tower for 18 years and kind of didn't know how to make friends, and she hoped and felt like Cassandra was her first real actual friend, besides Eugene, which was kind of, her partner. Cassandra talks about how being daughter of the royal guards, before she found out that she was actually daughters of Mother Gothel, is hard too. Because, well, after apologizing, they start using their differences to start winning. They use Rapunzel's positivity and Cassandra's hard work. Eventually, they get to the last competition. And before they start, the Queen of Ingvar comes and talks about how Cassandra is improving and maybe one day might get onto the battalion. Rapunzel is confused, and Cass denies ever hearing about this idea or promise. And so the Queen of Ingvar actually tells Rapunzel about their plan, and Rapunzel feels hurt and disappointed and used, and she's angry and upset. They have another fight. Then the last stage starts. They have to battle an iron lion and grab a red flag which is on top of the iron lion. Rapunzel thinks, oh, what did you say? Winners always win, because basically Cassandra focused on only winning all the time. By the way, before the competition started, she handed back the friendship bracelets that she made. As they battle, Rapunzel is shoved down by the gigantic iron lion, and Cassandra, being smart and raised by the captain of the royal guards, she has some experience in fighting. Of course, that's why the Queen of Ingvar wanted her, and she slid under one of the paws, hung onto the tail, and onto the lion. So while she's fighting for the flag with the team of Ingvar, because the queen isn't competing, she has two people who are her team members that are competing. She sees Rapunzel down. She was begging. She was tossed aside and was unconscious. And at the moment where Cassandra could take the flag, she didn't. She helped Rapunzel up instead. And they forgave each other during that moment. Since she did not win, she did not become a part of the Ingvar's battalion. Instead, she wanted to be Rapunzel's lady-in-waiting. So they exchanged their friendship bracelets again. That's how they kind of became friends. They apologized after that and forgave each other. Cassandra decided, hey, maybe it's okay to, have a friend and hug. The flashback ends. Rapunzel realizes that Cassandra sacrificed everything for their friendship. Rapunzel is ready to talk about Cassandra after that to Eugene. So they start. Now we go all the way back into the forest, somewhere where the Enchanted Girl is telling Cass about how Rapunzel stole her Moonstone powers. So basically she's manipulating Cassandra again. She says that when Rapunzel touched the black rocks, she also possessed the protective power that it had. So the sun drop was basically safe until they arrived at the Dark Kingdom. Cassandra, realizing that Rapunzel had this power, she thought that her power was stolen again, and she has that power. She feels like Rapunzel is taking everything from her. A drawing that Rapunzel had made for them in the past, well, Cassandra found it as she was practicing her powers. Being so angered, she rips it. And that's where the episode ends. The King and Queen of Hearts does not show any moments of Cassandra, neither does Day of the Animals. But Be Very Afraid, episode 9, definitely has. It starts with Cassandra. It shows that she's trying to wield the power of the black rocks, but she can't because she cannot feel anger towards Rapunzel. The Enchanted Girl tells Cassandra that Rapunzel needs to be destroyed, and Cassandra thinking about that feels scared. So then the rocks start changing. Now they're red and they're shooting towards the kingdom. And she doesn't understand. So the Enchanted Girl explains that the rocks, since they are connected to her, they can feel her emotions. So when she's angry, they listen to her. When she's scared, they listen to her. So the red rocks start appearing in Corona, and it seems like they're showing everyone when Rapunzel is trying to destroy the rocks along with Varian. They go down to the Demanitus chamber, and it is just a gigantic pile of red rocks shooting through the ceiling and destroying the chamber. So as they are trying to destroy the rocks, she is pushed back by them, and as she touches the red rocks, she feels Cassandra. She feels her emotion. Cassandra really thinks that there must be another way and that this isn't her type of destiny, but the Enchanted Girl insists that it is and that she should not question her own destiny and that she should kill Rapunzel. Eventually, after a lot of work, Varian uses his magical substance to pour onto one tiny black rock because they tried to use it on the red rocks, but it didn't work because the red rocks were made out of something different, which was fear. So finding one black rock, he poured it onto the black rock, and then the chemical reaction started. It basically started encasing all of the red rocks, the motherboard of the red rocks. Destroying the center of the red rocks, they all started to recede over across Corona and the kingdom. Cassandra tries. Now we go over to Cassandra, and the rocks go down into the ground. Cassandra realizes that she can't control them, because with the potion, all of the red rocks are destroyed. For now. The Enchanted Girl tells Cassandra that you have to use that anger, and she manipulates Cassandra by saying all of these things that she must feel to destroy Rapunzel and basically all of Corona. Now we're back in Corona, and Rapunzel is telling Eugene what she felt when she touched the red rocks. That she felt Cassandra. That she felt that Cassandra was scared too. And she believes that there is still time to save Cassandra. So those were basically some very eventful episodes. Episodes 2 to 9 were very eventful. Episode 10 has not aired yet, but let's see when it airs. Ooh, November of 2019. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait for it to start again, but that is basically what happened. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you later. How long?